Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Nelly Bernard. I say agriculture is my culture, so why don't you also make it yours? Thank you for clicking to watch today's video. As you can see behind me is my chicken coop. In case you are my follower, you interact with my content daily, you have seen me introducing my new project about chicken farming, and to be precise, broiler farming. I promised to be taking you stage by stage for the beginner farmer so that you will know what you need to do when it comes to broiler farming and what you don't need to do. So today is 3 weeks. They are 3 weeks old. So I wanted to give you a brief of how they have been feeding and how they are so far. So far so good. I'm so happy. No mortality, zero mortality. They came 100 and I still have 100. I thank God for that. I've been taking care of them like small babies. So without further ado guys, I want us to get in the kitchen coop and then I show you what to expect at 3 weeks and how they look good. So come along, I explain a few things. I open the door carefully because some of them you might meet them behind the door. You might injure them without knowing. So let me start here so that you can see me well. So today is day 21. I brought them when they were 1 day old and they were pre-vaccinated against Newcastle, and they are from Kenchik. I said I trust their brand because it is the best in Kenya when it comes to broiler farming. So this is how they look like. Maybe you show them how the chicks look like. They are so grown and very healthy. You can see they are of big size. Let me hold one of them so that you can see. You can see it's very strong and very big. Yeah, that's how they look like. So about feeding, they have been feeding starter. We call them chick starter for the broiler. So I have been giving them starter since they were 1 day old up to 18th day. So today is day 21, but I started mixing the starter and the finisher pellets at day 18. So for 3 days, from 18th day, 19th day and the 21st day. So now from today they'll be feeding purely on the finisher pellets. Like you can see, this is finisher pellets. You can see they are a bit big compared to the chick start. So for the finisher pellets, the reason why you have to mix them for those 3 days with the starter is to avoid the chicken getting stress of the sudden change of the feed, because the starter crumbs are a bit smaller in size compared to the finisher pellets. So that is why you need to mix them to prevent the sudden change of the diet and so that they cannot be stressed. The reason why you can see them, they are sleeping, they are just relaxing, is because I always feed them throughout. Every time the feeder, I make sure that the feeders are full, because the more they feed quickly, the more they will grow big at a faster rate. Because by 2 months I should be selling them. So I have been feeding them daily, full time. Every time the feeders are full, and there is no time that I make them stay without food. Even at night, they are feeding in at night. You can see there is enough lighting, so they feed day and night. There is no day that they are not feeding. So when it comes to the feed ration, maybe someone might be concerned, how much have I used when it comes to feed ration? Okay, the first week they were not feeding so much. So for the feeding program, they have been feeding on well. So far so good. This is 3 weeks. For the first week, they were not feeding as much. They were eating like 4 kilos per day, and I feed them day and night. So for the second week, they started adding more appetite. So for the second week, they were feeding around 6 kilos during the day and 6 kilos at night. That is around 12 kgs per day. And on the third week, they continued eating more. Zilikuwa zinakula 18 kilos per day. For water today, like the third week now, for this third week ndo nimeona zikikula sana, because even water they are drinking like 20 liters per day. I've been feeding on so well. For compared that these are 100 chicken, and so far for the starter crumbs they have eaten 100 kilos, and that is now 3 weeks since they were day 1 up to 3 weeks. So that is a bit economic. Ukipiga mahesabu unaona one chick has just spent on 1 kg of feed, so it's a bit economical. And here in Meru, one bag of starter crumbs we buy it at ranging from 4,300 to 4,500 depending with the kind of company. The different companies, you know, have different prices depending ni company gani una feed nayo, which type of feed you are using. So for me, I was using Fugo, and so far so good. So I feel it's economical and it's a quick way to make money when it comes to poultry. So I want by the time they are 4 weeks, I earned another new lot for the new ones. So far so good. I'm happy. No mortality rate up to this place. There is no mortality rate up to this place. I have succeeded to raise them well. Thank God. You can see how healthy they look like. They are very fat. And by the time they are 6 weeks, they'll be very big. You know, I plan just to keep them for just 2 months, and they're good for the market. Because at this rate, if this is 3 weeks and they are this size, what about at 8 weeks? They'll be ready for the market. Yes, that's it about the broiler chicken. So on the feeding, mmesikia wale watu wengi husema oh, broiler zinakula sana. You have seen one chicken has already fed on 1 kg for just 3 weeks. So I can say it's quite economical. And then on the issue of vaccine, I only vaccinated at day 14 against Newcastle. Most people were advising me that it's not important that I do Ngumboro, but in case I needed to do Ngumboro, I would have done it today, because today is day 21. So, but I can see they're healthy, no issues so far. Yeah, so just the only thing here is feeding. They just have to feed, no more vaccination until they are ready for the market. So that is the update for today. And then another thing before I forget, guys, is the issue of hygiene. You know, if you are lazy bone, these chicken are not for you, please. And you don't know how to maintain hygiene, these chicken are not for you. You can see where I am, you can't see even a single housefly. This is because I usually disinfect every week. After every 7 days, I disinfect the section and I take them to another section. So I keep rotating them from this side to the other side of the partition, so that they cannot be in a dumpy place or a stuffy place, so that they cannot get infections. You know, like I told you, it is always good to maintain chicken hygiene because it is tricky to treat a chicken disease. So that is how I do on my hygiene. I use Norocrans for the disinfection. I mix 100 ml of the Norocrans with 2 liters of water, and in one room I can use like 6 liters of water to make sure that it is completely disinfected. And then another thing I improvised is these drinkers and the feeders that you can see. So I noticed that when they are down, the chicken are putting the food shavings in the water and in the feed, and it is somehow contaminating it. Others are defecating on the feeders, and it's not quite healthy, because if they defecate on it and then they eat, they are eating their excretion, it's not healthy. That is where most of the diseases come from. So as you can see, I have aligned them on a line. So this is a feeder, this is a drinker, feeder, drinker, so that the ratio is well distributed, so that they are not congesting in one place. You can see how they are feeding well, like for instance here, well organized, because food is always available for them, so they don't scramble for food. Yes, so it is very nice to hang your drinkers. This is temporal. I'll do like a permanent one. I put some strings from top going downward. So the more the chicken are growing, the more you continue lifting up the feeders and the drinkers to prevent them from getting germs. So this is what I improvised for today, so that I can maintain their water and food hygiene. As you can see, the water is very clean. Show them how the water looks like. The water is very clean because they are not able to defecate on it or use the wood shavings inside the water. Yes, that is how you maintain the hygiene to make sure that you take a healthy chicken to the market. Yes, so for today's episode, guys, what do you think? Is it a yay? I hope today's update has educated you. If you didn't know about the infections, about the drinkers, about the stages, at least I have educated you on some of the tips that you need to follow to prevent mortalities when it comes to broiler chicken. Because most of the people say that they try broiler and they find it's unsustainable because some of them are dying. It is purely the issue of hygiene. If you feed them well and maintain good hygiene, you will not have issues with broiler chicken. Yeah, so guys, I hope you have enjoyed today's video. I hope you've learned so much like I have today also. So don't forget to like this video, comment down below, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for this and much more episodes of Farming with Nelly Bernard. I always say agriculture is my new culture, so why don't you make it your culture also? Try it. It's a profitable venture and do not regret it. Broiler farming with Nelly Bernard. See you in the next video. Bye.